Hello everyone, it's Abbie Chatfield here, taking over Ask Gem, answering all of your juicy period questions that I asked you to submit on my stories. So welcome to Abbie's health class. Does masturbating on your period make it go faster? Now, increased contractions in the uterus can make your uterine lining expel faster, it can shed faster, and therefore in theory it could make your period go faster. Now, also masturbating on your period can be a good thing because the endorphins that come from an orgasm can help in the release of cramps and minimization of pain. So, I mean, go for it. Have a crack, why not? Have a mas. What's normal when it comes to discharge? I mean, what's normal when it comes to anything? But I guess when it comes to discharge, the most important thing is for you to understand that hormonal changes can affect the way your discharge is. So the consistency, the color, it should be between a thin egg white consistency through to a more milky consistency and kind of white or cream in color. And have a small odor, but nothing too foul or bad. Now, if you have any unusual discharge that isn't usual for your cycle, go to your GP. What does the color of your period mean and what's up with clots? Good question. Clots can be scary. Clots are the blood cells, the uterine lining, and proteins that stop you from over bleeding, bleeding out. Clots are completely normal, but make sure that if it's over the size of a 10-cent piece, it's causing you a lot of pain, or it's happening really regularly, go to your GP and check it out. Why do I have monstrous diarrhea during my period? Okay, this is all about chemicals. Okay, there is a chemical or chemicals called prostaglandins, which help your uterus contract. They're contracting chemicals. Sometimes though, that can also help your bowels contract, which can result in lots of beautiful, wonderful bowel movements due to the contractions from these chemicals that are trying to focus on your uterus. But sometimes things get out of control. They can't help it. And then you have the glorious period poos. Any tips to help with cramps? Okay, with cramps, for me, the biggest thing for me is definitely a hot water bottle. I also use a TENS machine sometimes, which sends, but can Libra explain somewhere here what it does? It sends like electric, I don't know, put it on here, and I'm good. I'm also eating what I want, watching what I want, give myself a break. Being like, you know what, I feel pretty bad today, so I'm gonna take some time out. Thank you so much for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure. I hope you learned something. I certainly did learn something as well. Any more questions though, you can ask Gem at lovelibra.com or you can DM them.